Hey friends, parents, I wanted to show you kind of how to prep the activity that I planned for Friday, and it's very fun, very hands-on. It's a little bit similar to an activity we did back in January for we froze Legos and little ice cups, and then the kiddos have to try to get the Legos out, and it's very fun, very hands-on. They love it. So I thought we'd just do something similar with that, but with like our ocean theme that we've got going on right now. So all you're gonna need is a big bowl. Um, and anything that you want to freeze in ice for your kiddos to try to get out. So I happen to have lots of cute little fish and ocean animals, so I'm putting these in there. If you have any like that, that would be great for this. I also have some seashells I'm gonna throw in there too. Um, and you don't have to really worry about if they're all kind of clumped together in one spot because once you put water in, it'll all kind of float and distribute a little bit. And that is basically all you got to do is just fill your bowl with whatever you want to freeze, and then you're gonna add the water. I'm gonna do that. Not break my sink. Um, I haven't actually done this one before, so I'm really hoping it comes out okay. We usually don't have a problem. What you could always do is if you go to unfreeze it and it doesn't really quite working, you could always just blow the outside of your bowl with a blow dryer, and that usually helps soften it enough to come out for you. So got mine pretty full. I'm going to put my cling wrap over it and kind of squish the animals down so they freeze inside the water instead of on top. Hopefully that helps and works to really make a little frozen aquarium, which I think is so fun. I'll be definitely doing this in the classroom next year with the kiddos. So if your kiddos really love it, please let me know so I know that it's a success. And once it's all plastic wrapped, ready to go, make sure you have a spot in your freezer for it. And I'd probably say a good 24 hours is good for freezing. So I'm actually doing this on Wednesday, and but if you do it by the afternoon on Thursday, I think you should be fine. You could even freeze it on Friday and do this activity on Saturday. It's completely up to you and what works best for you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the freezer, and then I will see you when this is frozen, and I can show you kind of some of the cool tips and tricks that the tools we gave the kiddos so that they can kind of work out how to get the ice to melt. Okay, my friends. So I hope you saw the beginning of this video and you're able to freeze your little frozen aquarium. Um, that's, it has to happen first. And like if you're not getting to this until Friday, don't worry about it. You can always prepare this and do it on Saturday, or even save this for a summer project if, whenever everyone's bored and going a little bit crazy. But I wanted to show you, it looks so cool. I was very excited with how it came out. I don't know if you can see this. All those sea creatures are frozen in there. The shells are in there. Oopsie. Spilled my water. And it came out really cool. I love how it looks, and I think if I had this in the classroom, we can get all kind of work together to kind of break this apart and take all the shells out and the fish and the sea creatures, and it would be such a blast. So I hope you get a chance to do this at home. The blow dryer trick on the outside of the bowl worked really well in about 5 minutes. I had it out of there, no problem. And I used a glass bowl, which probably shouldn't use a glass bowl. Probably should use something like plastic because that way you don't worry about it breaking. You can like bang on it to get the ice out and don't worry about it. So tip, don't use glass. Blow dryer works very well. Once you have it out of there, there's a couple different ways that you can try, tools you can give your kiddo, try to let work out how to get sea creatures out. The first and most obvious that I already spilled is the hot water that you can kind of give your kiddos. I love droppers for this. This is very big. This is probably going to take a very long time to get out, but the longer it takes, the more your kiddos will probably be engaged. So hot water and droppers. You can also use spoons. You can use cups with, you could have like a bucket of water and just have scoops that they're pouring over it. That works well too. And the hot water is obviously the most obvious one that you can use that works really well. The other one, which salt, actually, if you take salt and you sprinkle it over the top, it works really well with the hot water to melt the ice. And there's a reason for that. I think it has to do with it raises the freezing point. Ooh, making cool noises. I don't know if you can hear that. But salt works really cool. And then with the water, of course. I spilled my water. You know what? I'm gonna get some more water and I'll be right back. Okay, I got some more hot water. So the water with the ice, oh, it looks so cool already. Works really cool to help melt. And it puts these like lines of melting droplets down the side. Looks so cool. So I suggest using the salt and water first. Kind of let your kiddos work away at that. And if that's not working or if it's taking too long, they're getting bored, you can always break out the good old trusty brute force. And I have like these nifty little hammers that I use with the kiddos. That works really well. You can also use like a spoon if you want to, or if you have a hammer that's kind of kid safe, you can use that. Heavy block works well. Whatever you have, kind of you can even let your kiddos try maybe like brainstorm ideas and what could we use around the house to break this out. And, you know, as long as you guide them, make sure they're not using anything they shouldn't be. That's kind of a cool way to get them to be thinking a little creatively, a little more independently, and just let them work away at it. This is such a good task because it requires them to problem solve, and that's not a skill a lot of kiddos these days really build naturally. They kind of need some outside help a lot of the time. You know, we're all kind of everything's easy access, so problem solving is probably a skill we all could probably work on a little bit. And I think that's all I got. So I really recommend you let your kiddos work away at this. Don't offer too much help. You can even see some of my coming down. I have like a shell coming out right there. You can see that. This is so cool. I wish I had kiddos around to break this out because I think this would be such a blast. Well, you know, let's see what happens when I pour water over the top before I go here. Oh, look at how cool that is. If you can see that, but look. I got my shells out. I could probably add more salt now on top. This looks so cool. And then it lets it get in there, and then maybe add, ooh, there's lots of water over here. It's melting. I'll pour that on top. Obviously, you want to do this in like a tray kind of way, or even outside would work really well. Somewhere, obviously, where you don't have to worry about if it melting, making a big, huge mess. So this is so cool because it feels like the shells are coming out, and to get to the bottom, to get the fishes out would be really cool. So, yeah, that's all I got for you. This is super fun. I'm really excited about it. I will definitely be doing that in the classroom. If you happen to do it and your kiddos really love it, please share. I'd love to see what they think and how they work it out because it'll help me in the classroom when I do this next year. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great weekend. Next week, we're going to be starting our Pirates theme, which is lots and lots of super fun activities. It's probably one of my very favorite books and songs that we do. So I hope to see you next week. Give me some knuckles and have a great weekend, guys. Bye.